Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pera. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
Good afternoon!
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Magandang hapon!
Magandang hapon po sa ating patagat.
Nahuli kaya.
Oo nga.
Nag-aayos ba ho kami? Oo, kamusta kayo? Ilang buwan na ba tayo?
Alam, mahigit 50 araw na eh. So, magkumusta na po kayo? Alam ko, nagsisimula ito mga March 5, parang ganon. So mahigit 50 araw na. Magandang hapon po sa lahat ng tagapakinig natin ng Lundagin Mo Beybeh. Dito naman po kami ni Sir Jovi para sa isa namang pagtalakay ng mga bagay-bagay kasama na ating mga piling panauhi, patulungan tayong maaliw, magnilay, o kaya mag-usap lang para mas manguya natin ng mga bagay-bagay. Kaya wag na tayo mabuti naman, sir. Ano pa nito kataraan? Nag-Mother's Day kahapon. Nagsimula ng Mayo. Hindi pa Mayo nung huli nating...
Mayo na.
May 4, no? So, yun. Nandito lang sa bahay. Ano pa kung pwede makumusta? It's been... Nagsimula na rin ng school year, technically. So, kami ng online meetings with the teachers of the high school, parang aming in-service session. So, yun lang naman ang mga significant na...
Mukhang merong bagong Vice President for Basic Ed, no?
Yes! He's my batchmate, si Father John G.
Oh, why don't you greet him?
Yeah, Father John G, welcome to the Basic Ed. Siya pong ating bagong Vice Pangulo sa Ateneo de Manila University.
Kaklase mo ba yan sa mga... Kaklase mo sa mga classes sa philo?
Hindi. Pero medyo significant member ng batch namin si Father John G, kasi siya yung aming Corps Commander ba yun? O Corps Commander sa aming CMT, sa aming CAT. So nakita na namin siya nung first year na officer, pero sa second year kami siya yung at saka maraming beses nakasama ko siya nung admin ako ng high school. So
Natatandaan mo nanood siya nung palabas natin for JBEC.
Yes, na apologiya. Anyway, parang so imbitahin natin si Father Joji pag may panahon na siya. Alam ko hindi pa paunlakan naman niya. Pero ngayon, ang kasama natin ay si Father
Jason D.
Sweeta, Father Jason D. Hindi ko na mag-introduce, sir.
yung muna nating topic. Yung topic natin kasi it's Mother's Day and sining at mga bulaklak. Ngayon, kung bakit yon ay kaugnay kay Father Jason ay malalaman natin.
Yes.
So, pakilala natin siya kasi nakikita naman siya sa screen. No? Si Father Jason B. of the Society of Jesus. Siya ay nagtuturo ng Fine Arts sa Department of Fine Arts. Siya din ay isang kilalang installation artist.
Yeah.
So, welcome Father
artist.
Jason.
Ayan, salamat Sir Jovi at Sir Ron.
Hello, Father.
Ganyan pala ang itsura ng kwarto sa JR, ha?
Magulo. Taki lang to.
Lundagin Mo Beybeh. Salamat po sa inyong pagpapaunlak ni Lundagin Mo Beybeh, Father. So sabi nga ni Sir Jovi, si Father Jason, mahuhulaan na natin ang isa sa ilan sa mga interest dahil lang sa pamagat natin ngayon. Ang pamagat natin ngayong hapon ay mga ina, bulaklak at sining. Okay? Yun nga yung pamagat na i-share ko sa aking Facebook ngayon. Ang mga bulaklak, ina at sining kasama si Sir Jason D. SJ, yun ang sinabi ko. So, bakit ka nasabi, Sir Jovi, o kaya baka si Father Jason na magpaliwanag? Bakit po medyo, alam ko po yung ina, kasi siyempre Jesuita, ang devotion sa ina talagang mataas. Pero yung iba pang, yung sining po, yung installation, medyo interesante po ako doon. Interesado po ako doon. At saka yung nga, may mga bulaklak na, hindi ko po alam kung para mga orchids ba yun, o mga medyo wildflowers na nakita ko sa Facebook yun. Father, medyo bang ipakilala pa ng mas lubusan sa mga nakikinig at sa amin ang sarili nyo?
Ay, salamat Sir Ron, Sir Jovi. Siguro bilang isang artist, nahiligan ko yung gamitin yung mga halaman at bulaklak bilang materyales sa aking sining upang mapahayag yung aking mga ideas, mga reflections. So hindi lang limited sa oil, pencils, kundi sa mismong mga organic materials dahil sa akin maraming naituturo sa akin kung ano yung buhay, paano yung cycle ng buhay mismo, yung pagtubo, pagbulaklak, pagkamatay. So na-interesante ako doon sa material na organic, especially flowers. Especially ngayon sa pandemic dahil naanyayahan tayo na tumulong para sa online mass ng Jesuit Communications, no, ni Father Nono Alfonso. At noong Easter Saturday vigil, first time natin ginawa yung floral arrangement, no? Kaya ang biro sa akin ni Father Nono, ako daw ay isang honorary member ng Mother Butlers Guild, yung taga-ayos sa mga flowers sa misa.
Ano po mga nag-aayos ng altar?
Yeah,
ano po pangalan ng guild?
Mother Butlers Guild. Yeah.
Guild.
Mother Butlers Guild.
Ito pong flower arrangement, yun po yung sining mismo? O sabi nyo, kasi medyo napukaw ako dun sa sinabi ninyong parang ito yung napili ko para maghatid ng mga ng aking sining yung sa paano po yun, yung paano po ba nakita natin nag flower arrangement, we toss that term around like just decoration, no? Pero ano yung pinaka-art po nun? Ano po ba isinasaalang-alang ba sa sining?
Siguro isang sa history ng art, especially sa Japanese art, tinatawag ito na ikebana, the art of floral arrangement. And nung 7th century, ginagamit ng mga Buddhist monks to arrange the flowers and offer it sa shrines nila hanggang na-adapt to a common practice sa Japan. At kung pupunta ka sa Japan, marami silang mga flower arrangement as a way to be parang to welcome guests, no? So yun yung sining of arranging flowers at napaka-minimalist at kailangan maging attentive doon sa nature. At the same time, mayroon silang yung traditional na ikebana, mayroon silang principle na earth, heaven and man na kailangan mo i-arrange in such a way na there is this organic composition and ng tatlong elements na ito. They can be represented by stems, flowers, branches. Yeah.
Exactly, Father. Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, pag sinabing flower arrangement, kadalasan, punong-puno ng pumpun ng bulaklak at sari-sari na parang masikip na ganun. Eh nakita ko yung mga naka-display sa inyong Facebook page. Para silang mga, it's very distilled. It's very, kita mo nga, meron ito, meron yan. Parang pansin mo lahat kasi hindi siya ganun ka, hindi siya punong-puno. Di ba? Yun ang sistema palagi. Parang ako ireregalo. Gusto mo kung punong-puno. Pero interesante, Father, itong ang tawag dito, attentive sa nature, yung organic representation. Meron pala mga ganun, no? Na kailangan sa alang-alang.
So how often do you make it, Father, your arrangements? Every day, no?
Every day. So, yung new normal ko ngayon ay nagigising ko ng umaga para maglalakad-lakad, naghanap ng mga flowers, mga blooms, at even...
that's from the grounds, from our grounds.
Yes.
The campus.
Especially dito sa Jesuit residence. So I take inspiration from nature. Minsan, tapag-isipan ko kung ano yung arrangement sa gabi, pero pagdating sa umaga, hindi na available yung flowers or nalantana o wala na. So, nag-iiba, kaya limited ng time ng arrangement din. So, ang maging magandang proseso para sa akin dahil I keep in touch with nature and I notice more. I notice the little blooms, even...
Yes, Father.
Yan. So, marami...
Father,
sorry.
Ron, let me ask Father, let us make Father tell the story first. Father, you're from which region?
I'm from Misamis Oriental. That's in Northern Mindanao. I grew up in Medina. And interesting, my first encounter with beauty related to art is actually not through painting, but through the beauty of nature. Kasi every Sunday, my family and I would go to the beach. We called it Duca Beach. And then I would be fascinated with the horizon. Parang nagtataka ako kung ano yung nasa dulo ng horizon, kung magbabangka kami doon, mahuhulog ba ako or kami, or ano yung doon sa dagat, no? So parang grabe yung fascination. At the same time, parang nagiging nightmare din kasi hindi ko alam kung ano doon sa sulok anong dulo ng horizon, ano yung ilalim ng dagat. So it would figure out in my nightmares. Pero that's my first encounter with beauty. Siguro my part na terrible beauty, mayroon ding sublime beauty doon.
Para siyang mysterium fascinosum, mysterium tremendum. It's a mystery, but at the same time, it's overwhelming, but it's attractive. Naalala ko yung time na yan, Father. Nung bata naman ako, nagtataka ako sa sasakyan bakit sinusundan ako ng mga ulap. Yung ganun ka raw na pag-iisip na parang it's just amazing. Kaya pala, hindi mo pa alam na ang laki kasi niya. So yes, Father, I get you. Pero mas malalim yung sa inyo eh. Talagang dagat yung sa inyo.
And then you joined the Society of Jesus. Ano yun, meron ka ng artist ka na ba noon nung sumali ka ng society? Sa high school, na-discover yung talent natin na magpinta, mag-drawing. So pag may mga decoration sa aming eskwelahan, sa Kongwa School, yung Christian Life Community group namin, kami nagde-decorate ng First Friday Masses. So nagagamit yung art doon, yung designing skills. Yeah. And then sa college naman, I took up civil engineering. Pero actually, ang gusto ko ay maging architect. I want to design space kasi yung paano mo i-design yung espasyo na hindi lang siya yung functional pero may aesthetic aspect din. Pero hindi ako napayagang pumunta sa Cebu para mag-aral ng architecture. So sabi ko, ano yung pinakamalapit sa architecture? Civil engineering. So naging civil engineering. Which is good, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi gagawa ka ng tulay ng mga
Yes, oo.
Pero Father, medyo ibang sining din yun yung magpinta. Simula kayo sa Mysterium Fascinosum at Tremendum sa kalikasan. Tapos paano naman yung pagpinta mismo? Bata pa kayo? Wala pa kayong training? Marunong na talaga kayo nagkukuting-kuting-ting na painting? Paano po yan?
Nung bata ko, mas mahilig ako magtingting kasi ang tatay ko runs a machine shop, yung family business nila. So nakikita ko paano nag-assemble ng mga gamit, mga bagay-bagay. So fascinating din sa akin. How can you assemble objects and make them functional, no? Pero sa high school talaga, I tried out painting. And then nagkaroon ako ng training every Wednesday. Formal training sa drawing and painting. So na-discover ko rin dito sa Kapisanan dahil sa contemporary art na marami ding materialis na pwedeng gamitin sa sining. Hindi na lang mga pintura, mga pigments, mga lapis, kundi pwede ding mga...
So Father, konting intriga, no? Alam ko maraming mga Jesuita ang gusto mag-aral ng sining, music, pero parang ikaw lang yata ang pinayagan. Pinayagan ka ba? From the horse's mouth. Pinayagan ka.
Yes, I was supported. Pero when I was considering the possible ministry in the arts, parang hindi ko kinonsider when I was in novitiate, even philosophy, because I feel na yung art is a component to my ministry. No, if I do pastoral or theological, spiritual ministry, I can incorporate art.
So what was the first reaction when you said, art is part of my ministry? Yung totoo, ha?
No, parang ano siya, Sir Jovi, parang osmosis na because I'm interested in arts and I try to integrate art with my own ministries, even in theology. When I was studying in theology, I integrate art and theology. Most of my papers were art and theology. I studied like the beauty of Mary, no? Social realism art and the Catholic social teaching. So there is this effort to reflect on art and how it's integrated to the church. And then even when I was assigned in the parish after my ordination as a young priest, I tried to integrate art into my pastoral ministry, no? So din nakita ng provincial na there's a possibility na art for me is not just for my own sake, it's not just for self-expression, it has a potential for ministry. So nakita nila yung possibility. So
kumbaga, Father, nilundag mo na muna kasi. Ginawa mo na lang.
Yes. Oo.
Silently.
Ako naman, Sir Jovi, I'd like to ask you, why do you ask that? Meron ba talagang ganun? Meron bang scarcity allowing Jesuits to pursue art? Ngayon ko lang narinig yan dahil sa tanong mo. So mas na-intriga ako because you asked. That's been running in my mind. So meron bang ganyan? So bagay, hindi kasi konkreto yung gustong...
Hindi naman, parang, kasi alam mo ito lang, no, Father Jason, nung ano lang ako, siguro mga 20s, ganyan, sama ng reputation ng artist within church circles, no?
Yes,
Sinabi pa niyang isang guro namin nun, yung isang quotation from Oscar Wilde, art is selfish. So bawal. Kung artist ka, then you want to join the religious life, sabihin sa'yo kaagad, you have to give that up, ha? So, it was very suffocating. Kasi, of course, you know that I'm an artist. Artist ako, no, Ron?
Totoo yan, Sir Jovi, kasi when I was discerning the incorporate art as a possible ministry, parang sabi ko, parang ayaw ko yata to kasi it's tempting for self-pride, diba? Honor. Kasi it's a very public presentation of yourself and what you do. And you need exhibitions, no? And a wise spiritual director of mine told me na if it's really a gift from God, God wants you to share it. And you pray this mantra. Sabi niya sa akin, yung mantra, actually yung reading today, sabi nila na not to me, Lord, but yours be the glory. So there's always this temptation to take pride in what I do, but I always remember that psalm, not to me, Lord, but yours be the glory. And the kind of work that I do right now is really engaging communities in terms of art teaching, engaging with the artists, and doing pastoral work as well. Yeah.
Father, itong mismong flowers, ano yung, kailan niya, alam ko, tumitingin kayo sa horizon, sa dagat, ganyan. Pero particularly dun sa flowers, I know you're also into painting, no? Pero particularly yung pag sa flowers, kailan una kayong na lure o naakit o napukaw ng bulaklak mismo? Kasi could have been any. It's very interesting kasi in performance of literature, no? Pero itong to be drawn to the beauty and message of the flower arrangement, paano po ba yun?
Siguro yung aking childhood reference in terms of fascination with flowers is my own father has his own parang orchid garden.
Oo nga po. Orchids nga po yung nakita ko.
Yeah, and then part of growing up in the Catholic Church was going to the church and bringing flowers for Flores de Mayo, and you have to go there for 31 days and you have to bring flowers, and then sometimes we stole flowers in my father's garden. Yeah. So may ganun ng fascination. And my last project that dealt with flowers is actually an installation that I did in Liverpool called Flores de Mayo. I was fascinated with how the Filipinos brought the Flores de Mayo tradition in the UK. They have their own procession, they have their own masses, and I was thinking, how do we share this kind of tradition to the public in the UK public na more accessible? So I did an installation of flowers in a church, no? So when people came into the church, they got a synthetic sunflower, they put it in a bamboo stake, and then they make a wish, make a prayer, or hope, no? And then the whole field inside the church was filled with flowers, no? That's a way of introducing conceptually and experientially the idea of flowers that could be a metaphor for your own wishes, for your own hopes and prayers. And this one, this is like a new discovery, no? Because of the need to decorate the altar for the online mass, no? And
Yes. So Father, do you think kasi nandiyan na din tayo sa Bulaklak, no? Ito bang sining naging palagay ko, no? Yes, it can bring us closer to God, but it will only bring us closer to God if we also relate it to the gospel of life, no? Na
yes.
itong thing ba ay yun nga, no, lagi nang sinasabi din yan namin dati na ang sining hindi siya intermission. Hindi lang siya may mga singers, may mga actors pang intermission, pang entertainment. Kung hindi, ito nga ay mahalaga sa buhay natin.
Yes.
At ngayon din sa hindi lang siya siguro pang aliw, kung hindi mahalaga siya for survival. Is that much to say?
Yeah, I think personally, parang yung aking flower arrangement, hindi lang siya self-expression. Kasi sabi ng mga ikebana expert, na especially yung more contemporary, na yung floral arrangement reflects the person who creates the arrangement, no? Yung parang
ano po, Father? The floral arrangement resurrects the person who
parang it somehow resonates with the interiority of the person. Kung ano yung nasa loob ng tao na nag-arrange ng flowers. Parang siyang sought for objects. Parang yung sought for objects, hindi mo hinahanap mo yung mga objects na yon, kaya nakikita mo. Kasi kung hindi mo sila hinahanap, hindi mo sila nakikita kahit nasa harap mo na. So parang yun yung idea ko ng sought for objects, na hindi lang siya found objects na nakita mo na lang siya dahil napakita siya. Pero
exactly,
hanap mo sa loob. So is yung ganun din.
Diyan ako nakaka-relate kahit na sa theater, di ba? Hindi ikaw ang nag-create noon kahit na mukhang galing sa nature. Kasi parang yun yung galing sa loob mo na di ba, Father? I just get what you're saying. Pero flowers naman yan. Yeah.
So parang may inner resonance doon sa mga objects. And objects can be anything. It can be a rock, it can be an oil paint, it can be a color red. Pero sa akin, I find resonance now with nature, especially during this time of COVID. So
yes, Father. Napansin ko sa post niya sa Facebook yung mga flowers na nandun. Napakarami, no? So pumunta rin po kayo kay Father Jason sa kanya. FB ko makita nyo. Yung whatever is for the public there. Father, nakita ko yung mga, kung in my limited vocabulary of terms, parang medyo zen yung sa inyo. So medyo yung personality na parang payapang, minimal na pero malakas. So parang medyo nakilala ko kayo dun sa arrangement na yun. Yung ba ibig sabihin, Father, na it resonates, it actually represents you the way you express through your arrangement?
Yeah, somehow I'm fascinated with the Zen aesthetics, yung using lines, colors, shapes to communicate ideas, no? Kasi when I arrange flowers, I look at them as still life arrangement, just like when you arrange fruits, flowers in a bowl. It's like a life composition, and you paint it. Rather than painting still life, I arrange the still life. Ganon.
Yeah.
So, bago natin lalong palalimin yung discussion natin, so Father, parang what I'm getting is sa priesthood ngayon, sa konsepto ngayon ng pagiging pari, hindi na lang siya yung nagsasabi ng misa, no? Hindi lang din siya nagbibigay ng mga sakramento. Kung hindi, meron siyang bahagi ng sarili niya na parang mas tao din siya, no? Na kunyari yung artist, no? Meron siyang profesyon. At yung sa Society of Jesus sa Philippines, parang meron ng pagkabukas na posible, no? Posible maging artista at nakikita ang lugar ng sining sa ministry.
Yeah.
Is that a fair assessment? Yeah.
Yes, kasi yung tayo ay, Jovi, bahagi tayo sa School of Humanities, diba? So malakas yung humanidad sa ating university dahil naniniwala yung kapisanan ni Jesus na part of humanities is really arts, no? Makikita natin sa tradisyon ng kapisanan na there was this Italian Jesuit who went to China, si Castiglione, and he was a court painter, and being a painter,
Wow.
a court painter of during the, I think, Ming period. Okay? So imperial siya, court painter. So he was painting the portrait of the emperors, yung horses, and he was even was able to mix the Eastern and Western style of painting. So kung titignan mo yung painting niya, may realism pero flat. So nakikita natin na ang sining is also a way to meet people, to learn more about their culture, and also to do evangelization. But in our current situation now, parang I make sure now when I do pastoral work, it's pastoral work, and when it's art, I don't talk about religion, but the starting point is human situation and art. No, it's only later on that artists would come to me for pastoral needs, but I don't preach to them. No.
Yes, Father. Father, nasabi niyo kanina pa, bago ako can you expound further, Father, dun sa not to me, not, ano po yung sabi? It's about, yung kanina sinabi niyo. Yun nga ba yun? Not to me nga ba yun?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Yeah. Kasi
Father, I asked because medyo may halong vanity yung mga performing arts na parang magbaho. Pero not to me is a very edifying yata ito. Pakaliwanag nga po sa amin.
Mula ito sa Salmo at yung salmista nagsasabi na hindi mula sa akin, Panginoon, kundi para sa iyo ang lahat ng ito. At I can resonate with that dahil doon sa motto nga ng kapisanan ni Jesus na for God's greater glory, no? Na gagamitin ng Diyos ang kakayahan natin, kahit yung limitasyon natin para pagpurihan siya at paglingkuran. So doon ako naka-resonate doon na kung may pakiramdam ako na parang it's all about me kasi I take parang pride in what I do, and then there are recognition. So there's always this feeling na parang it's not about me, it's really about God and how I become instrument, no? And I also discovered during my theological studies the path of beauty. Kasi alam natin na there are three transcendentals, no? Yung goodness, truth, and beauty. At madalas sa simbahan ay tinuturoan tayo ng path ng truth and goodness. Siguro sa mamagitan at truth, no? So truth yung teachings of the church, and also doon sa truth yung ethics, moral ethics, but the least explored way is the path of beauty. And Pope Benedict XVI is very keen on recapturing the path of beauty as another privileged path for dialogue in our times right now.
Father, anong title ng tatlong yan?
Yung tatlong transcendentals, yung truth, beauty, and goodness. Yeah.
Wow. Ganda.
Pero,
ngayon ko lang laman yung set na yun.
Oo, so parang so ako as a Jesuit, as a priest, as a artist, as a person, I decided that I will take the path of beauty to encounter the presence of God in our world today. Diba? Kasi in the end, yung path ng beauty will lead you to the beatific vision to see the beautiful face of God, the source of all beauty.
Yes.
Sabi mo kanina na yung singing para siyang entry point ng dialogue with people. Parang hindi masyadong religion yung ano. Can you tell like a story nung nangyari, how that goes, or of a significant or a memorable story of how that happened? Yeah.
Siguro sa akin, not directly to me, but parang the artists that I've studied, no? For example, Hachi, a Chinese artist, during the time of the Cultural Revolution in China, he was a painter of portraits of Mao. But one day he found this painting of Raphael, Madonna and Child. And it was just a reproduction in a magazine. And when he saw that image of Madonna and Child, he found peace. Ang sabi nga niya, imagine in times of turmoil, uncertainty, looking at this image that is so peaceful, he found consolation. So at night, he would paint the image of Madonna and Child. And in the morning, he would paint the portrait of Mao. And after the Cultural Revolution, he decided that he wants to be a Christian and a Christian artist. And right now, he has exhibited all over the world, and his work is a fusion between Chinese iconography and also the use of Western aesthetics. So there's a certain fusion. So I like that story because here is a non-Christian finding solace in a Christian iconography in a times of conflict and decided to become a Christian and to be an artist.
Father, ako na
Very powerful.
Ako naman, Father, ang na-encounter ko itong postcard lang yata na ito or calendar na isang magandang larawan ng nature. Na sunset yata yun. At ang nakalagay sa caption, how can one person look at the sunset and not believe in God? Parang ganon. So medyo yun din yata ang nasa sense ko initially, bago kayo makausap, Father, na the way to God is sometimes through beauty, no? Parang so mas sumusupalpal sa mukha mo yan. Parang
yes,
yung bubulaga. Yun parang magkukumbinsi pag-argumento pa ba tayo? Yan, no? So, yun nga, Father, kaya yung parang yung path to beauty makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because, sige po.
Interesante nga, Sir Ron, kasi may isang importanteng teologo na, kasi sa theology ngayon may pag-aaral na din ng theological aesthetics. Kung mayroon sa filosofiya, yung aesthetics, sa theology din, na-interest na rin ng pag-aaral ng aesthetics, the beauty, no? So may isang teologo, ang pangalan niya si Hans Urs Balthasar. And sabi ni Balthasar, truth and goodness will not be attractive without beauty. So hindi nakakaakit-akit yung magandang gawa mo, yung katotohanan, kung hindi siya maganda. Kaya nakikita natin yung pag-aalay ng buhay, napakaganda dahil parang, diba, yung may beauty doon na pag-aalay sa sarili. And then you're attracted, you're drawn to it, that there's a possibility that you can also offer your life as a sacrifice.
Yes, Father.
That element there from Balthasar is really the beauty of sacrifice.
Kaya Father, sinasabi, ugly truth, the painful truth, di ba? Pero kailangan talaga ng tulong
Yeah,
Alam mo, Father at saka Ron, meron akong favorite expression sa art eh.
Oo.
Kasi daw sabi nila, art is like sex. Talking about it is really more pleasurable than the actual thing. So I like talking about art.
Oo.
Father, can you talk about your pieces? Kung ganito yung gusto mong mangyari, na you want it to be like an entry point for dialogue, no? So can you give us like an example or two ng yung creative process? Or what is your creative process kung gayon? Yeah.
My creative process is really, we call it, I learned this when I was studying my master's in fine arts, yung contextual journal. It's like a sketchbook plus your own journal, but that is where you jot down your ideas, your inspirations, your studies and sketches, and para siyang documentation, na archives, na research, no? And that's how also I share it to my students kasi important yung matitrace mo yung genealogy ng ideas mo, what informs your interest, no? So that's one important tool for me right now, yung contextual journal. That's why many of my drawings and sketches are in my journals, I call it a contextual journal. And one project right now that I'd like to share with you is yung idea ng enclosed ecosystem. I have it.
What's that again, Father? Inclusive system?
Enclosed ecosystem. Ayan. So,
Enclosed ecosystem.
yes.
Yeah. Pero ano yung Father?
Ayan. So, para siyang I use bottles as receptacles, no? And inside is a living organism and parang it's a terrarium actually. It's an enclosed terrarium. And I'm not an expert in biology, but I'm just fascinated with the idea of how plants develop their own ecosystems, and when you put them in proper environment, they will actually thrive. And so
Father, may hangin po yan? May hangin?
So I also studied a bit of biology na meron silang own ecosystem. So meron silang evaporation, yung rising of water from the plants and the soil, and nagko-condense sila sa taas, namumuo yung mga water doon sa taas ng botelya at bumababa din sila. So nagiging cycle, may water cycle sa loob. Yeah, and then yung namamatay na halaman, nagiging CO2, at may mga living organism then to digest all these plants para maging nutrients sa plants inside. Pero not all of the terrariums have survived, okay? They've died because they're not in the proper environment. Their ecosystem inside is not working properly. So, but that's part of the project, no? That there are some ecosystem that dies because they're not in the proper environment. And I use this not just literally, but as a metaphor for the ecosystem in art, the ecosystem in our society right now. And one friend told me na parang it started kasi mga around 2017. I had my exhibit sa UP Vargas last year, and part of the series called like Care and Control. You care for it, but it's in a controlled environment. Okay? So right now, I've been planting terrariums and enclose them in bottles.
What do you mean, Father, na yung art has its own ecosystem? Kasi we might learn a lot, a thing or two from that principle. No? Lahat kami nag-art naman. But what do you mean when art needs its own ecosystem?
But because art kasi, in the art world, you call it art world, we can call it art ecosystem. And they adopt the ecosystem from biology. And how does it work? That each players in the art world should support each other so that art will thrive, culture will develop. No, it's not. Sometimes artists will say that galleries are exploiting them. There are some galleries that are exploiting the artists, but there are also galleries that are helping artists. So it's not like black and white. So, but we need a gallery system also to support artists. So there's a mutuality that is needed. There are also artists that are not selling, but they are teaching art. So in this ecosystem, each field should work together in order to support art, no? And looking at art as part of this culture.
So that also applies with performing arts, with the other art forms.
Yes. Oh, especially now
That's what
na.
what we mean by ensemble. Kaya may performance na ganyan.
Yes,
Everything harmonizes and okay, tama.
Yeah.
Father. And you call it ecosystem, no?
Yeah.
World sa iba, pero ecosystem.
Ecosystem, yeah. Parang
Speaking
even
of ecosystem, no?
Yes, oo.
Baka hindi lang paalam ng ating mga tagapakinig that there was also an art initiative, no, during the pandemic to raise funds.
Yes, oo. Isa sa mga important fundraising for artists kan is yung Raising Green. Raising Green ay initiative ni na Mix Camacho at ni Alena Kubangbang. Si Mix ay isang art collector, si Alena isang artist at curator. At they work together to invite artists to donate their works, and the donation, the money raised from the sale of the work, they are donated to frontliners. At the same time, a certain percentage goes to the artist. Kasi kung wala ding benta yung artist artwork nila, how will they sustain their own works and their families? No? So parang it's a win-win situation where they are able to exhibit online, but at the same time, collectors are able to buy the works, and we're able to help the frontliners and help the artists. So it's a good model for this time of pandemic of how artists in this ecology help together in order for each other, not just to survive but to thrive in this new situation.
So not just to survive but to thrive, no?
Yes.
So parang Father, like you know, you have new works now apart from the flower arrangements. Yung bang creativity laging galing din dun yun sa crisis? Yung artistic creativity.
Yes and no. Pwedeng the crisis moment kasi brings out opportunities and dangers according to Chinese ideas, no? So yun. So what siguro for sa akin, nakikita ko yung opportunities na the lack of materials available, and there's opportunity also to create arrangement in the online mass. So I make it in such a way that it's not just flower arrangement, but it's also infusion of creativity and resourcefulness. No, there's also design.
Yes, so siguro we can propagate that gospel as well. No? Laging dun sa Good Friday, laging merong Easter.
Yeah, gusto ko lang i-add, Jovi, kasi when you are close to nature, when you pay attention to nature, you really realize the cycle of life. Parang they grow from seed, they grow as plant, they blossom, and they blossom during hot season when they are in danger, so that when they bloom, the seeds can be distributed, diba? So that they will still continue despite the threat, despite the famine, no? But at the same time, yung flowers, they're beautiful, but they will and die. And part of beauty is yung decay, no? And because it's in the dying that you will see the sprouts, the seeds. So ang ganda ng lesson sa nature that we can apply to art and culture, na if we learn from nature, there's a cycle of life, and we have to pay attention to this cycle of life and be part and be involved in this cycle, because we are part of nature. Okay?
Yes, Father, kahapon nung nakikita sa online mass in attendance ko, the priest was saying, yung disclaimer niya, this might be a little controversial, but when I pray now, I don't just pray, sana mawala na lahat na itong nangyayaring to. Ang pinapray ko talaga is for more trust in the Lord. Kasi he also senses that there is a cycle that needs to be recognized here. Kasi way before this pandemic, meron na talagang mga pagkaligaw na nangyayari sa mga
Yeah.
tao. So, yun ang parang sinasabi niya. So, parang yun ba yung sinasabi natin, Father? Yung sinasabi niya na, well, may matututuhan ka sa nature that it's a
Yes.
cycle, that nag-wither yung flower, pero alam mo rin na may
Bloom.
I don't know, Father. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like the idea na parang, are we just giving ourselves to cycle of nature? But as human beings, we're also gifted with creativity and intelligence and freedom to intervene with nature, diba? So in a way, we have this special role in nature that we can help nature also prosper. That's why we have scientists to help us find a cure for this virus, no? So, and I think that's the special role for us creators, creatives, that we intervene positively to nature, so that people will find not naman solution to problems, but also some ideas, maybe to question reality, to reflect about life, no, to learn from nature and do something with it, no, positively, to be a positive influence in nature, no. So I think nakita ko yung tension na yon, na parang hindi lang tayo magbibigay sa ating sarili na to the cycle of life, but at the same time be part of nature, but also do something with nature because we are gifted with creativity and intelligence and freedom.
Nice. So very good, Father. Father, sino pa po ang mga, hindi ko alam kung pwede yung sabihin to, sino pa po mga ibang Jesuits na medyo ganyan ng beauty yung tinahak na transcendental o na theology, parang ganyan?
Yung theological aesthetics, may mga Jesuits sa LST that's into Von Balthasar, like si Father Tony De Castro is a good dialogue partner if you want to know more about the theology of Von Balthasar. And my mentor is Father Rene Javellana, who's also a professor at the Ateneo Fine Arts. And he's a church historian. He's also an artist himself. And he's able to integrate his scholarly work and creative work in his own life. And I also known Jesuits from different parts of the world that are into arts, no? Maybe expanded, not just visual arts, but art criticism, art history, music, poetry, ganyan. So a field of arts, no, that really helps us to keep in touch with our humanity and reflect on our society.
So Father, yung tanong natin sa programa natin ito, yung survival, yun ang aming pinaka very simple and raw question. Medyo sinagot nyo naman na siya, Father. I am getting that pwedeng yung sining, yun ang ating paraan para maintindihan at yun din ang ating paraan para pakibahagi sa paglikha. No?
Yes. I have three parang images that I wrote here just to answer the question. No? Kasi your question also helped me reflect on what's the role of art. No? The first image is a scrapbook. Okay? Scrapbook, yung katulad na sinabi ko, parang contextual journal. You put pictures, you do sketches there, you write, you do newspaper clippings, no? And this scrapbook is a way to look back at the past. Parang looking back, pagbabalik tanaw. Kasi para siyang archive na pwede mong balikan at matutunan kung paano yung mga artists nag-respond doon sa mga pagbabago ng kanilang komunidad. Okay? Or paano ba nila hinaharap yung mga tanong tungkol sa buhay, misteryo, kamatayan, pag-ibig. Diba? So, yung pag-aaral din dun sa sining ay parang pagbabalik tanaw kung ano yung ginagawa ng ibang mga artists para mas maintindihan ano yung buhay natin dito at bakit tayo nandito. No? So, yun yung unang image ko. Yung parang art, parang isang scrapbook na pwedeng balik tanawan para may matutunan tayo sa mga artists na buhay noon at paano sila nakikisalamuha, paano sila ginamit yung sining para maintindihan ang kanilang pamayanan, no? Yung pangalawang imahin ko ay salamin, no? Salamin is parang pagtingin sa kasalukuyan, no? pagtingin sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon. Okay? Kaya dito maraming mga artists bilang salamin nagtatanong kung ano ang nangyayari sa ating buhay ngayon, hinahamon yung mga istruktura na hindi nakakatulong, tumutulong din ng pagtatanong at pag-represent para mas makita natin kung ano yung realidad na nasa atin ngayon. Okay?
Father, ito pong salamin na ito po ba yung salamin?
Mirror.
Salamin na ate pa.
Mirror.
Reflective
Mirror.
mirror. Oo.
That's my name.
Oo. Mirror, yeah. And yung una ay scrapbook, pangalawa ay salamin, ang pangatlo ay bintana. Bintana ay ito yung looking through, no? Ito yung pagtanaw sa mga posibilidad kasi art is not just reflecting on the past, art is not only reacting or challenging the present, art is also looking out to the future to explore possibilities. Ano ba yung mga posibilidad na pwede natin gawin? Kaya mga artists, they imagine the future, they create possible scenarios, they propose better ways of seeing reality. So ito yung tatlong imahin ko na mahalaga nating pagnilay-nilayan. Yung contribution ng art ngayon bilang isang scrapbook, nakakatulong sa pagbalik tanaw, isang salamin para tingnan natin yung kasalukuyang sitwasyon, at bintana para matanaw natin yung posibilidad.
My gosh! Parang ang kailangan talaga natin ngayon artista, no? Yung tumitingin sa nakaraan, sa kasalukuyan, at sa hinaharap. Kasi maraming tao hindi na nakikita yung isang mabuti at magandang hinaharap. Parang ang kailangan din sa lipunan natin ngayon na mamuno ay mga artista, no? Katulad ni Father Jason B.
Yeah.
Pero Sir Jovi, parang more than saying ang kailangan natin ngayon ng mga artista, parang narinig ko kay Father Jason na ngayon magpaka-artista. Kumbaga, yun nga, yung tanawin yung scrapbook, matyagan yung salamin, hindi lang pag-umasa sa mga artista, pero if we can employ that part of ourselves, left brain man yun.
Yeah.
Mag-scrapbook mode or mag-salamin mode or mag-bintana mode. Parang yun yata yung sagot ni Father dito sa tanong natin na dito sa nangyayari ngayon, ito yung ating survival or the way we can thrive or perhaps kundi conquer
pero yun nga, kailangan lumagpas tayo dun sa konsepto ng sining bilang aliw lamang. Hindi masama yun. Hindi masama na makita na nagdadala ng lugod at ng entertainment at artista, no? Talaga nakakabigay lugod siya. Ngunit yung buong proseso ng artista na tumingin, no, bukas ng bintana, no, na siguro yun ang kailangan din natin ngayon na pamunuan yung ganong proseso. In reality, binanggit yun ni Voltaire last week, no, yung visualization. Nung negosyante, halimbawa, yung magiging larawan ng kanyang negosyo sa darating na panahon.
So mga ayon ako sa yung dalawa kasi may mga tao naman na bilang artist, yun yung nagiging profession nila at meron silang pwedeng maambag sa lipunan. But at the same time, may hamon din kasi di naman lahat nagdesisyon na maging artist. Pero ang bawat tao may kakayahan din to create. Siguro in a general sense na to tap into our imagination and creativity, but at the same time challenge artists and creatives to contribute something to society by helping us reflect on the past, mirror to us our present situation, and provide us with a possible future, okay, through imagination.
Yes, Father. Kayo nga,
siguro kailangan nating imungkahi sa IATF na magkaroon ng artista doon sa kanilang pagpili, no? Bibigay natin yung pangalan ni Father Jason.
may nakita akong vlog, sir.
Sasabihin natin kay Noel Ferrer.
May naano na ako sa vlogger. May vlogger na nagsasabi na in the next 2 years, nangyari ito, ang kailangan talaga natin ay mga IT experts at ganyan-ganyan. Yung philosophy, hindi na muna yan. yung arts, hindi na muna yan, sinasabi niya. Although, syempre, opinion lang niya yun, no? Vloggers Ako, nung sabi ko, oo ba yan? Alam ko, inisip din niya yung sinabi niya. At hindi naman ako sumasalungat na hindi kailangan IT. Pero sumasagot ako na hindi na kailangan ng humanities. Parang the more na humanities siya kailangan ngayon.
Yeah.
So,
Sir Ron, naintindihan ko yung ganong sentiment kasi siguro may panahon na nung history ng art, kailangan i-assert ng art yung kanilang bilang isang disiplina. At maganda yon kasi naka-create ng own art history track, art discourse, art aesthetics. Kaya lang, ang danger lang doon, nahiwalay siya doon sa society, nahiwalay siya doon sa greater culture. Siguro, yung hamon ngayon ay paano ba natin gawin na art maging relevant sa ating society ngayon?
Exactly, Father. Yung pong arete nga, sabi ni Father, nung isa sa mga pangarap dyan, liban sa pagpalabas ng mga sining at gumawa ng sining dun sa malaki. Yan din yung mga rooms din doon, classrooms doon, were meant to deal with the wicked problems. Kasi magkahalo yan eh. Art ang kailangan. Baka hindi mga A and B. Baka may kailangan na iba. So, yun nga sabi niyo, Father, hindi lang siya isang hiwalay na sa aliw para sa mga sophisticated, kundi paano siya gamitin sa mga wicked problems.
Oo, yung pagtanaw sa art na hindi na siya hiwalay sa ating pamayanan, na yung art pala ay bahagi ng ating kultura at dito sa ating, kung bahagi siya ng ating kultura, bahagi siya ng pang-araw-araw nating buhay. Kaya natutuwa ako doon sa mga organic materials na ginagamit ko like flowers kasi they are readily found objects, diba? Na accessible. So, yun siguro yung hamon. How do we make that connection na parang ang art hindi na talaga hiwalay sa ating pamayanan at sa ating buhay at bahagi siya sa ating hindi lang pagpapakatao kundi sa ating buhay kasi 'di ba kung ikaw ay tao bahagi sa buhay mo ay sining.
At lalo na ngayon, Father, di ba ang talagang creative na tao yung kayang lumampas sa mga hanggahan, hindi yung walang hanggahan. Di ba? May hanggahan talaga. At ngayon, dahil may hanggahan, parang yung sinabi nyo, nasa harap mo lang, ba't hindi ka makakita ng transcendental dyan sa nasa harap mo? So, I think yun ang talagang the more na dapat yung artists ngayon ay magpaka-creative at dahil may mga bakurang mababagsik na yan eh.
Yung isang
Alright, so meron akong dream Meron akong dream.
Anong dream mo, Sir
Ang dream
Jovi?
ko is to own a Jason B. So mukhang yung terrarium na yan,
Pwede.
lalagyan ko na ng pangalan ko.
Pwede. Bigyan ko kayong dalawa para alagaan ninyo.
Ako rin, Father.
Yeah.
Amazing talaga.
Yeah.
Ano rin kami, Father, ano mga tips para alagaan? Amazing. Nakita ko kanina. Parang,
Yung isa din dito kasi...
May nakita ko yung mga wood carving sa loob. Nakakita na ako sa Baguio.
Ano naman yan? Preso.
Kasi ang inaano ko kasi, parang meron din isang idea kasi na parang art as a commodity, di ba? So parang when you buy a painting, you take care of it. You put it in the storage, have a proper humidifier. Pero yun, parang medyo inanimate object. Pero inaalagaan mo kasi mahal ang investment. Pero kung ang artwork ngayon ay isang living ecosystem, mas aalagaan mo kahit hindi siya mahal.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? So parang the idea of care.
Organic yung art mo, organic yung art. Ito, organic.
Yes. And it forces you to take care of it. Kasi mamamatay siya kung di mo siya alagaan. So parang ganun din, na-i-extend yung idea ng care. Kasi what's a curator? Parang curate is care, di ba?
All right. We have reached the end of our rope. I would just like to give Father the chance to give us his farewell parting words. Maybe this will be part of an ongoing conversation kasi si Ron, Father, mahilig yan sa art talaga.
Salamat
sa mga post doon. Father, please.
Salamat sa paanyaya upang mapanayam kayo tungkol sa sining at halaga ng sining sa ating buhay. At siguro yung hamon ay tingnan ng sining na hindi siya hiwalay sa ating buhay, hindi siya hiwalay sa ating pamayanan, kundi bilang tao, may angking tayong kakayahan na maglikha. At gamitin natin yung kakayahan na yon para tingnan kung paano ba natin harapin yung bagong new normal natin. Kasi binigyan tayo ng kakayahan ito. At sa mga artist na professional, isang hamon na paano nga ba natin ipakita din sa iba para makita nila yung bagong pananaw na ang sining talaga ay may kabuluhan at ito ay isang path na pwedeng tahakin sa buhay.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Talagang the next best thing to art is talking about art. With a great artist. Right
And doing art.
And doing art.
And doing it. Yes.
So, Ron.
Isa na, yan, nakakapukaw to.
Thanks, Father.
Welcome.
Nakaka-inspire at nakaka-engage. Hindi lang basta inspire na gusto mag-engage dito sa panayam natin kay Father Jason B. Father, marami po salamat sa inyong paglalaan ng oras para rito. Isa po kayong tinig na dapat at kailangan namin marinig sa mga sandaling ito. Salamat po.
Yeah.
At ikaw rin, Sir Jovi. Bye-bye.
Alright, so
po, dito sa Lundagin Mo Beybeh. Sabi nga ni Father, bilang scrapbook, bilang salamin, at bilang bintana, sana wag natin, lagi nating isabuhay ang sining. Yun lamang po.
Alright.
Salamat po ulit.
So thank you again for listening to us. Bye. See you next week.
Sa Lunes. Salamat po. Salamat po. Salamat po.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na!